I'm out here with a local legend today who's showing me a portal that we both thought was caved, but in fact is not. See the giant rail coming out of it here, and that rail runs beneath my feet through here, above or beneath what I'm walking on right now, to the portal here. And you see it runs back there. See a timber set in the entrance right there, and keeps going as far as we can see that way. So both of us thought this was caved. Very surprised to see it open, but gotta check it out. All right, just inside the portal now. Looks pretty solid going forward. There's a bunch of gravel near the entrance, but this is actually bedrock on the ribs with some pretty tightly compacted plaster material there. Yeah, but we'll get ahead and see how things look. You see the rail and the boards right here in front of me. Pretty beefy rail, which is nice. Not sure how solid these boards are yet. They feel good so far. Hopefully there's no false floor or anything underneath this, because I can't see the bottom. Got brand new waders on, which is nice, because my last pair started getting hole after hole, and well, it's not so much fun to come out soaking wet with freezing mine water. Oh wow. Okay, so I just stepped off the board and that got real deep, so bear with me as I get through this. Some of the boards are rotten here, and some are not, so I never know when I'm going to go through. I don't know if we're going to get out of the water here or not either. A lot of obstacles here. Look at all those obstacles for me to trip over. Might be easier just to not even try and walk on the rail. Then again, maybe not. Just want to get off this section, actually. Looks like there's something coming up here on the right already. Oh, okay, nothing big, just a little pocket right there. They cleared out here, although wait a minute. There's something going off up there. I can't see how far that goes. I don't know if I can get up there, but it looks like that takes off a little way that way. Huh. Yeah, I need a ladder or something, but otherwise I don't have a way to get up there. This is weird. So the rail and boards are much higher than the ground level of this mine, which is odd. I'm not used to seeing that. Looks like I got some timbering in here, and it looks like it may be totally caved right there, actually. I hope not, but that's a possibility. That does not look good. Pretty decent timber set here. It does look like there's space up there, but that doesn't mean I can get over that. But we'll find out. Get up here. Yeah, look at all that plaster material. Plaster material is really very prone to caving. Oh wow. The whole chamber just came down right there. I'll climb up there and get a better look at that. Okay, yeah, you can see all this whole chamber here is all plaster material. And, you know, This is what plaster material does. It caves. It's not strong at all. So the portal used to run through there, and it looks like it keeps going there. I don't know if that's accessible or not. So let me figure out how to get down there, and I'll size that up. This is kind of crazy. This is looking back on where I came. You see all that unstable plaster material there, and what it does. All right, so like I said, heading down this way. I might point that out because I looked back. Now I'm on my way to get down there. All right, I crossed over from there. Look at that chamber and all this plaster here. And it does keep going. This is where I was trying to get to. And it keeps going as far as I can see here. You can see all the timbers here that were just annihilated. And they filled in the attic here. But that actually makes it easier to walk on. Alright, it's saying 19.5. Undoubtedly, that's the oxygen meter. Undoubtedly as a result of the rotting timbers. But 19.5 is not a problem yet. We can do 19.5. Yes. Sketchy with the collapses in here though. And all kinds of stuff to trip over on the ground. Got the rail back. This is very, very light colored plaster material. I'm used to seeing it a bit darker than this. It looks like we're above the bedrock here because the plaster here, there's something right there that backfilled. The plaster here drops down beneath me. I don't see they hit bedrock yet. And usually the sweet spot is where the plaster meets the bedrock because the gold would get down there and settle there. Pretty sporty looking in here. Now this is getting trickier to get through. I might be able to get through that hole, I'm not sure yet. That's interesting. See the material caved down here. There was something running down here. Looks like that might have been sandstone or something right there. And actually, I'll have to slide down there. See some timbers down there, so I don't know if this was a winds or what this was. It keeps going, hold on. Alright, I just slid down from there, and I'm in a whole new drift level. I thought it was just like a little winds or something, but this is a straight up drift level down here. And it goes back, I don't know if you can see from here. It goes back and hits a wall, cave material right there. And I know there's nothing on the outside because that's beneath the level of the creek, so I'm guessing that's it. I'm not too keen to fight my way back there through that anyway. Now I was mentioning the bedrock they're trying to hit earlier. Here it is. This is bedrock here, and that's the contact zone where the bedrock and the plaster meet. And that's why, I guarantee you, they ran this drift down here, because they wanted to hit that zone where the bedrock and the plaster meet. There's some minor graffiti right there. Kind of cool. And actually, it looks like this kept going this way too, but definitely not getting through that. So I'm gonna climb back up, and I don't know if I can squeeze through that hole or not, but I'll at least take a look at it and see if I can. Okay, I just came up from down there. That's where I came in from originally, on this upper drift level. About that next timber section. You see all the lagging right there. There's that hole. I can get through that, but it does not look promising at all back there. Interesting patterns on the back, or the top of the adit. The miners call it the back. You can see why this caves so easily, but it is attractive and interesting, isn't it? It's all that plaster material, and this is old river mud right there. Haven't seen any sign of stoping or breasting yet. That's where they clear out these big pockets of plaster material, so I'm guessing this upper level didn't pay too well. Again, imagine the good stuff down there where they that contact zone between the bedrock and the plaster is. So I'm going to turn the camera off to get up and over and through this, and I'll pick up over there. So there's looking ahead. Not promising at all. I noticed as I was coming up here, though, there's a piece of miner's graffiti on this cave section here. So I don't know what that was about, but we'll probably never know since it's been erased pretty much. Looking right in front of me, that's what I'm trying to get to. Not so easily, so I'll pick up somewhere down there. Alright, I just climbed over that mess there. That's what the plaster material does to a timbered section. In other words, nothing good. And you can hear little bits falling down from where I just went through, which isn't exactly comforting. So it just destroyed the timber support in here. And again, oxygen meter still 19.5. I noticed a little bit, breathing a little bit hard, but nothing to be concerned about yet. Got a lot of materials come down there. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. That might be it. Let me get a closer look. So there might be something on the left here too. I can't tell yet. Yeah, little side chamber. Apparently, there might have been something there. I can't even tell. That hasn't been disturbed there. In other words, it's not caved, but obviously there was something here given the timbers. So maybe there was something going down at one point. I don't know. And there's that next section. And I don't think I can get past that. I'll take a closer look, but I think that's probably going to wrap it up for me. See the iron right there? Iron staining. This is why they timbered this. See all this material caved up here. To me, it's always interesting seeing the patterns in the plaster. I mean, this is just like walking through a modern riverbed, which I don't think many people have the opportunity to have that experience. Really sketchy in here, as you can see. The lagging's failing. Oh, actually, all the timber supports are failing here. You see that's buckled and getting crushed right there. And oh man, it keeps it going through there, but I don't think I can get through that. Oh wow, this is a big slab that came down right here. That's one giant slab right there. Okay, I was able to shift some stuff aside. I was actually able to get through that, to my surprise. There's looking back on what I dropped under though, which is, that's not good looking at all. The air is definitely getting bad in here now. The oxygen meter went off. I was climbing through there, down to 17 now. I can definitely smell the funk in the air at this point, which are stifling. It's got a bad smell. And of course the timbers here stopped doing their job a long time ago. Man, I don't really want to get through that. Yeah, it's looking pretty sketchy up ahead too. And I got the big boy light out. Alright, that's looking ahead with a bright light. It's not really illuminating too well because the light meter is getting caught up by what's right in front of us, but oh, here we go again. Alright, down to 16 now. 16 is, to go from 17 to 16 in such a short space of time, that's starting to be concerning. It doesn't look like it gets any better up ahead. It just looks super sketchy. Alright, it's just behind that timber set there, and I've come, I don't know, another 50 feet or so, and there's all this slate type material here. How hard I'm breathing? That's from the air, not because I'm working really hard. You see all this slatey material here, which you hate to see inside the mines because it's so crumbly. So you mix that with the plaster, it's a bad combination. There's a contact zone right there. Probably got some gold out of there. Extends along there. And here's that section of sketchy timbers right there. And seriously, I don't think I could get behind that section. That's caved to the very top. All the others I could see like a little hole up top, able to crawl through, but that goes to the very top. And so my expectation is that that would not be possible to get through. And even if I could, it'd just be more of the same after that until eventually I did reach one I couldn't meet or couldn't overcome. And I don't know, just so the air getting worse and worse. I guess I'm gonna call this one. Dark bedrock right there. Sketchy, sketchy, but these placer mines, that's what they are.